I hope everybody's doing a beautiful, beautiful? Did I just say that? Anyway, it's your man Urban Lover coming from your mama's basement. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. A couple things I want to talk about. Didn't really make a video after that horrible loss to the Timberwolves, but I want to talk on some things that I was appreciative of, especially with Walton finally starting Zubac. I actually was going to make a video pertaining to, you know, is it time to start Zubac, but I had got caught up in some things before the game actually came out, so I never got a chance to make the video. But there was no point because Walton started him, which made perfect sense. Now we got Rondo back. I talked to you guys about that, about the Rondo situation. I said it's kind of funny that Lonzo Ball goes out and Rondo comes back. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that. You know, a lot of y'all just want to look beyond the border, you know, but I'm just throwing it out there. Also, you know, Kuzma didn't have a good game, and I was like wondering what was going on with his game. Kind of find out he has a hip strain or something like that. He's been dealing with it for a while, because it kind of seemed like something's wrong with him. Because if you watch the game, all he was doing was passing at the beginning, and then when he took shots, he just had no lift on his shots, no lift on his body to get up, you know, to make the shots. Just ain't have no ups, and you can see it. But that comes with the wear and tear on the body. And personally, I mean, to be honest with him, Brandon Ingram, and Lonzo Ball, all have taken injuries. You know, you have to think, like, are they really exercising like they supposed to, according to what Magic Johnson said the previous year about getting them guys in good, you know, good shape so they can be running down the floor. Also going back to what LeBron James said, that, you know, at their age, he was able to play 2 or 3 games, you know, without getting, you know, really tired. And, you know, these young guys are getting tired, and they're getting the minutes, you know, especially with the fact that LeBron James is out. So, you know, we get blown up by the Minnesota Timberwolves, and that was like towards the last quarter. Also, keep in mind that we kind of hurt on the boards. The freaking Timberwolves had, I think, 22 offensive rebounds, so a lot of second chance points that really killed us on the boards. And we had JaVale McGee and Zubac, but we didn't really have nothing else coming from anybody else as in helping on the boards. Like I said, wasn't too much to talk about. You know, we did get to see Rondo come back. Rondo did have a wonderful game. Can't take away nothing from that. But I want to talk about this thing, and I want to address this elephant in the corner when it comes to the Walton. Now, I made a video a long time ago stretching about the Walton fiasco. I know a lot of people they wrote, you know, they came to me, they say, Urban, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. And that's the reason why a lot of time I don't try to get into like debates or discussions, because all I do is I just observe things. That's basically what I do, and that's why I tell you guys, when I talk on my videos, I try to do it from a non-biased standpoint, not getting caught up in the fanboy hype or whatever it may be that, you know, y'all call it to this day. But I stopped doing that. Like I said, when I was younger, I idolized Magic Johnson. You couldn't tell me nothing about Magic, right or wrong. I'm gonna have my red tinted glasses on, and I'm gonna, you know, support Magic regardless of what he does. That's how I was. But I broke out of that. Once Magic Johnson went down, I kind of like fell out of sports. I mean, I still watch sports, but I didn't really have a superstar that I looked up to. I just watched teams, watched the players, watched the development of the players or whatever it may be, and gave my opinion on it, whether it's in the barbershop or around a bunch of friends, whoever it may be. But anyway, I don't want to, you know, have you guys, you know, talking about that, but let's talk about the Walton situation. So I came out a while ago and I made a video about Walton that I said, when LeBron James first got, you know, when there was first discussion about LeBron James coming here, LeBron James didn't talk to Walton. He talked to Magic Pelinka. Walton had to text him. He finally got a text from LeBron James like later on after he texted him or something like that. He had to go to Ty Lue to ask about LeBron James, and I said that right there is a red flag. But you know the fan base, they like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, Urban. You know that you just over exaggerating, you reaching. And I said, no, I'm not reaching. It just makes sense. Like, you know, if you're coming into an establishment and you got to play for somebody, you want to also get to know the person you're playing for as well, not just the organization or the front office, because 90% of the time you're on that floor with that person that you're playing for. Regardless you like it or not, you got to play for that individual. So now keep in mind, I made another video stating that LeBron James is going to sit out until he get his way. And a lot of y'all, you know, not you say a lot of y'all, but some of y'all, you know, came out and say, oh no, Urban, you know, you're reaching, he can be injured or this and that. Listen, that's all fine and dandy. I didn't say he's not injured. I didn't say Rondo was not injured. What I'm saying is they're extending their injury so they can get their way. Here's my thing. Now, we got people coming out, or the media coming out saying the Lakers, they gonna make the playoff. You know, they can't do this, can't do that. When did LeBron James go down? When we were frequently finally putting the team together and winning We were 20-14 before LeBron James went down. We beat Golden State Warriors. We were beating teams. I mean, we were actually starting to put it together and make it happen. And my thing is that a lot of fans and the media will ignore the fact that the Lakers' youth put LeBron James in 8 opportunities to win games for them, and he only won 3 out of the 5. But we ignore that, but we keep talking about the youth, or we need to, get another star playing here. We need to do this and do that, but not looking at the fine detail. Because why? You all caught up in the hype. I'm not caught up in the hype. If the Lakers decide to go get a star, trade up the young players, I might be a little upset, but I'm a Laker fan first, so it doesn't matter what the Lakers do. I'm gonna still go with it, because I'm not gonna just throw the team away and say, you know what, I'm down with the team because they gave her a young player. Yeah, we made a lot of bad choices when it came to D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. We made a lot of bad decisions. At the same time, because you look at it, a lot of things that actually makes Luke Walton a good coach, we don't have. And y'all have to understand, that's why right now I know I'm the main one to always talk about Luke Walton. I always criticize Luke. But at the end of the day, you have to call a spade a spade. I'm not going to sit and criticize Luke when the front office have just as much as the responsibility and take just as much of everything that's going on with the team as just much as Luke does. Yeah, we know Luke Walton rotation is bad. We understand this. We know Luke Walton take out the hot hand from, sometime here and there. We understand this. We know Luke Walton does not really have a favorable liking of Kyle Kuzma. And y'all can say y'all would say what you want, but I'm just being honest. He doesn't. Anytime you look at other teams where you go to look at Oladipo, he leaves to OKC, leaves Orlando, he goes to Indiana, and Nate McMillan said, "Look, I'm gonna let you run the team." And look what Oladipo does since Nate McMillan let him take over. Set back and get the young man the green light because he's seen potential. Oladipo, since going to Indiana, has been an all-star. You see it in Kuzma. Yeah, he got to work on his defense. He's not that good on defense. But the point is, you can see the potential when somebody only been in the league for 2 years. You can see it, but he don't get the green light from Luke Walton. Simply put. Now, let's go talk about the front office. Remember I told y'all that, LeBron James taught the Magic and all them. All the people that they brought in, that were LeBron James picking, not Luke Walton. If it was up to Luke Walton got shooters. Because Luke Walton loves to run that Golden State Warriors offense because that's all he knows. That's all he's been around as a coach. What makes sense, he's learning from his from his teacher, which is Steve Kerr. So it makes sense for him, and Phil Jackson, if you want to throw that in there. So it makes sense for him to want to go get shooters. What did the front office do? They went out and get a bunch of rugged players who all of them can't shoot, that can attack the basket. Matt Johnson clearly said, we're going a different approach. Listen, key words. We're going a different approach on how to approach the NBA when it comes to shooting versus attacking the basket. Because the NBA right now is a shooting-led team. It's not attack-the-basket-led team. Most of that comes from because teams or scouts, they scout teams and find their strengths and weaknesses and play against their weakness, which makes sense. So, the Lakers don't get no shooters. They get LeBron James and Luke Walton, a bunch of players that can attack the basket. This is what they do. They go get them these guys. So, when they go get them these guys, you sit back and you think like, okay, well, what the heck's going on here? Why do the Lakers why they don't have no shooters? So me personally, I say, well, they're going to attack the basket. This is what they're going to do. And that's what the Lakers were doing, attacking the basket. If the guys open, take a jump shot, they're scoring off. Once they finally figured it out, once Luke Walton figured it out and LeBron James, they started playing better. But then here comes the injuries. Now the injuries come. Now, I told you guys, this is LeBron James' team, not Luke Walton team. Luke Walton is only here because of Jeanie Buss. Let's be honest. It was up to Magic and Pelinka and LeBron. Luke Walton probably be gone. Now, Luke Walton has given in to LeBron James, if y'all think about it, because he took the ball out of Lonzo Ball's hand. So Luke Walton is not really running the offense like he wants to. Because if it's up to him, I believe Lonzo Ball and Brandon will bring the ball down. He had LeBron James playing power forward. That's what he'll have. He'll have almost similar to how he had Julius Randle. And plus, he have LeBron James playing center. LeBron James not going to play center because LeBron James care about his body, which is a NBA trademark for the NBA. His body. That's what it mostly means, that his body. So he's not going to have LeBron James play center because he don't want the guy to get hurt. Not Luke Walton, I'm sorry. LeBron James don't want to play center. He stay away from the contact. Please excuse the police, cars or whatever. But anyway, you look at the situation, you say, well, this all falls on Luke. No, it falls on the front office too because you did not give Luke Walton an established roster. There's no real shooters on that team. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Kyle Kuzma, Josh Hart, now KCP are struggling behind the stride. They're guys out striding. McCallum starting to find his niche, but he's not getting the playing time because we're too deep. Wagner ain't really getting no playing time. But that's probably your best shooters right there. And then you drop in Lonzo Ball, who's still struggling with his shot, but can hit him when the time called for it, or when he, when he get hot. So, and now you're looking at like, okay, we don't have no shooters. We got a bunch of attacking the basket type players. So does this all fall on Luke Walton? No, it don't fall on Luke Walton. It falls on the front office, allowing LeBron James to pick and choose what he wanted to bring to the team. At the end of the day, the Lakers, and that's the way they probably sold it to LeBron to get that 4-year contract. Now they got to obligate themselves to LeBron, because here's the thing: LeBron's sitting out. Magic Johnson not budging. I know that's the people in the camps or sources are saying that the Lakers are now willing to trade Brandon Ingram, Kuzma, and Ball for All-Star player. But who are they going to get? Lonzo Ball is hurt right now. Ain't nobody going to really make no trade for Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball been hurt his past 2 years. This year and last year, dealing with the leg. So ain't nobody going to make that move for that. Simply put, at the end of the day, you got to look at that as well. Now here come the heater coming on. There's always something, man. Anyway, that's what happened when you're in the basement, and you're trying to make videos. And then you got another police car. My gosh, boy, you live in the hood, man. I mean, deep in the hood, man. It's a jungle sometimes. I mean, we wonder if people coming up there. Anyway, let me get back to it. Don't worry, one day I'm going to have me a nice little studio, and I will be going live with you guys with no noise, no distractions. But right now, I'm reporting straight from somebody's mama's basement, and she don't like me. That's why she's doing all these distractions, because when I bring truth, nobody wants to hear that crap. But anyway, now it's coming out, and I'm going to go to this report real quick. Let me see if I can find it real quick. All right, so like I said, with Kyle Kuzma's situation, he was injured, so we understand that. That's probably why he wasn't playing so good. But anyway, we go to this report, and this was something that we reported about LeBron James dealing with Luke Walton. So let me go ahead and cut that off real quick. All right, so the Los Angeles Lakers are reeling and looking like somebody wants Luke Walton fired as a result of it. According to Jack McMullen of ESPN, people from LeBron James' camp, not LeBron James himself, which I believe to be a lie. All right, let's keep it real. He's not going to say it himself, because then there'd be tension between him and Luke once he come back, which makes sense. But anyway, not LeBron himself want the third-year head coach fired after Lakers had raced out to just a 25-24 start. All right, so this is what Brian said. All right, he said, it's clear to me, and this is Brian, I think it's Brian Windhurst, something, if I'm not mistaken. He said, it's clear to me, and probably to you, Brian. No, I'm sorry, this is Jackie McMullen. This is what she's saying to Brian. She said, it's clear to me, and probably to you, Brian, that LeBron camp would prefer a coaching change. They're not too subtle about that, McMullen said per transcribed remark from Score NBA News editor Chico Nakun. Not LeBron, but all the people around LeBron. There are plenty of them, and they made it known. I don't think it's a shock, is it? All right, then you go and say there's a lot of tension of that building up. I think people are wondering about Luke Walton, even though owner and president Jeanie Buss came out very strongly and said, I want to be here and I back him up. I want him to be here and I back him up 100%. But then she reiterated and said to make the point that has to be made, and that is that she hired Irvin Magic Johnson to make the decisions. All right, so this came out as a report that the LeBron James camp is now talking about they prefer Luke Walton to be fired. Don't this remind y'all something? Cleveland, Miami. Think about it. Things don't go LeBron James' way. He want to make changes. I said that Luke Walton will be a LeBron James type of coach, because he allowed LeBron James to do what he want. That goes back to say about a while back when I had said it before, and I think people cuss me out or whatever, when I said that LeBron James is calling his own plays and Luke Walton don't have no say so in the plays, and that could bring tension between those two. But y'all, a lot of fans, they think I'm crazy. I don't know, I over exaggerate. I'm just bringing out straight facts, man. And like I said, at the end of the day, you got to start putting two and two together. All right, so at the end of the day, we got to make sure we understand it. So here's another thing too. There's been a lot of speculation regarding Walton's job security, and it's date back to before LeBron signed with the Lakers. Remember LeVar Ball? Remember that name? Most fans questioned Walton's job security during midseason rant during the 2017-18 season, as Brian Windhurst of ESPN noted. Whatever you want to say about LeVar Ball, he has smoked out the fact that the Lakers do not support Luke Walton, Windhurst said. That is now crystal clear. There are now guys out there wondering openly to me, executives, coaching agents, wondering who the Lakers are going to hire as their next coach. That has been revealed here that they do not unconditional support for Luke. Keep in mind, I've been telling y'all guys, Lou Walton is Jim Buss, Mitch Kupchak man, not Magic Johnson and Pelinka. The only person that's holding him on is Jeanie Buss. Alright, regardless of what LeBron can't believe, Walt has underlined support of President of Basketball Operations Magic Johnson and team owner Jeanie Buss. I'm going to stop there because, trust me, truly be told, that's not true. Because if LeBron James wants something to happen, LeBron James is going to get it. Magic Johnson's going to support LeBron James because he want to make his superstar happy, which makes sense. You know, you went out and you got LeBron James, and you a team that got him on a 4-year contract. He's committing to you, so you as a vice president of basketball operation, you must commit to him as well to make him happy. You don't want to hear the notion that LeBron James went out of LA now, and then you're right back to square one. Now, does that mean that you give up all your players? No, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we as fans, we don't want the young players to be gone, but we have to support the front office and their decision of what they choose to make. Just hoping that it's not a bad decision. That's my only problem. Giving up these young players, it hurts because I love to see the young players develop, but based on the fact you got to look at LeBron James' window. He's only here for 4 years. So they got to take advantage of it now. Does that mean trade the players? Listen, at the end of the day, I told y'all, LeBron James went out when his injury happened. He's sitting out. Regardless of what you want to say, regardless of how much you want to diffuse the matter, regardless of how much you want to take a blind eye to it, LeBron James is sitting out till he get his way. Him and Carmelo Anthony are good friends. He wants Carmelo Anthony here with LA. That means you don't have to give up nobody. All you got to do is move one of the centers. The young players can still be here. Give him Carmelo Anthony, make the young man happy, and then go ahead through the season. At the end of the offseason, pick up another free agent. You know what I'm saying? Instead of talking about AD, they ain't talking about Brandon Beal now because the Washington Wizards decided they're not going that route. But instead of talking about AD, who's once again, like I said before in my last video, is injured. He's very injury prone, but you know, the fan base, let's get AD, a guy who has not even played. Did he ever play 80 games yet? The guy's injured every freaking season. But y'all want to go get somebody like that. And then we right back to square one where we sitting there watching LeBron James and somebody else do what? Well, not really AD because he's going to be out. So why give it up? And I was just saying, well, what about Lonzo Ball? All right, well, that's why you go get another point guard to back it up. Lonzo Ball can get in and get hurt. At the end of the day, at the offseason, Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, all of them need to hit the weight. They need to really get in there and work on their strength and conditioning in order to play 82 games, run it up and down the court, according to Luke Walton's type of play style. At the end of the day, it's almost similar to Thieves. Y'all remember Thieves in Chicago? Was in Minnesota? Look how many of his players got hurt according to how he coached. Running up and down the floor, playing hard defense. Luke Walton almost plays similar to that when it comes to defense, where they are pressed. Sometimes, not all the time. But run up and down the court, up and down the court, up and down the court. Yeah, you're going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot out of you. And it's going to tire y'all. That's why LeBron James always tell him slow down a little bit. Let's slow down the pace a little bit and get some half-court sets going. Because you don't want to keep running up and down the court all day. The guys back then during the 80s and 90s, early 90s, were much more better conditioned than these guys are today. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. You know, a lot of guys are getting injured. So let's keep it real. But at the end of the day, you look at it like this. It's not all Luke Walton's fault for the loss, a lot of losses that's going on with our team. Yeah, he made bad rotation and all that. But you got to look what he's given as a coach. No shooters. We knew this going in. Now all of a sudden we went from blaming the players, blaming LeBron, to now blaming Luke. I put LeBron at much of a head of the fault just as much as the front office, because the front office allowed LeBron James to pick the likes of Rondo, Lance Stevenson, Beasley. You know what I mean? Then he wound up getting Tyson Chandler instead of allowing Zubac to play and develop him, so you wouldn't have to waste that roster spot on somebody like Tyson Chandler when you could have went out and got a shooter like a Kyle Corbett who was free. But you choose to ignore that. You went out and got another big center, which I don't still to this day understand, because you got guys on the bench that you choose not to use. And then once JaVale McGee went down with his what he had, pneumonia or something like that, then you finally play Zubac and you see what he can do. Then you're scratching your head like we should have did this from the beginning. This is why I say Luke Walton is not a player's development coach. He's much more of a veteran coach. But we have to understand that at the end of the day, they're saying that, you know, now it's about firing Luke Walton. And Jeanie Buss putting it all on Magic Johnson's shoulders. I feel bad for Luke because, like I said before, LeBron James went down. We were 20-14. And when LeBron, listen, now LeBron might make it back Phoenix Suns game. Keep this in mind. You know why LeBron is coming back? It's not so much because he's getting over his injury. He's looking at the record. Right now we're 25-24. LeBron don't want to miss the playoffs. And y'all failing to realize this. You know what I mean? If he was really injured, he would just stayed out. Forget about the record. It's more about your health. But he's looking at the record and saying, you know what? We're 25-24. I got to start making stride to come back now. Because I don't want us to get too far behind. Because right now I told y'all the West is wide open. LeBron could take those long breaks. And the Lakers are still be in contention to make the playoff. Before Lonzo Ball got hurt, we were winning. We won 2 games in a row, and we were beating the Houston Rockets. Did y'all not forget that? By 19. Now, all of a sudden, Lonzo Ball go down. Now the fan base, the media, everybody crying. We need to fire Luke. We need to get rid of young players. But y'all forgot that before Lonzo Ball went down, we were, what, 5-7? Should it be Houston would have made us 6-7, I think, like that? But after that, we went on a losing tear. Once Lonzo Ball went down. So at the end of the day, you got to look at all the scenarios and not just put all the blame with just one particular person. I don't put all the blame with just Luke Walton. I put the blame on Luke, LeBron, and the front office along with the players. Everything within that organization go hand in hand. Everybody's at fault. And I don't want to go into discussion about that. That's for another video. But let's look at it like this. And let's be honest. You got to start paying attention to detail, okay? They saying LeBron James might come back for this Phoenix game. You got to look at the record. He's not going to let it fall to a point where it's going to get down where they might be really sliding out. Come back, win a couple games, then go back out. We don't know. But he really wants Carmelo Anthony here. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that, but the truth is the truth. Regardless if you don't believe me or not, I just pay attention to details. I'm just a messenger trying to bring you knowledge. But you know, a lot of you guys, y'all stay asleep. Y'all stay asleep. Can't fall in love with these players, man. I stopped it. I told you Julius was my man. Larry Nance, Jordan Clark's my man. But I'm a Laker fan first, so the show must go on. So anyway, y'all take care. Have a blessed day. Be safe out there. Much love. Let's get it together, guys.